conventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's a matchup full of intrigue. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw, taking on yet another AFC team in the Baltimore Ravens.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mayfield intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Jackson being chased, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's got to feel grateful at this point. The defense was able to get the turnover and get the ball back because he threw the interception last time. Could be a 2-score deficit right now. Instead, still 1 score.
Grateful, relieved.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's the former Seahawk, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. The Browns drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
working out of the gun. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And now off to the races.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for free.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 57 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Browns 8. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Returning it, Justice Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call... defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought, is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
To second down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 18. Browns.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense.
43 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front.
The Ravens.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Makes the score. Ravens 26. Browns 8. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is Tavier Thomas. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he run.
Odell Beckham Jr., 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 72 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
Oh, wait.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try. From the gun, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts. Running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key play every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down. Inside the 10. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
45-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Now Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be forced. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
You don't want none, get them.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts him.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that